So I thought I'd make a video about the experience of eating your chuck roast after you spent so long cooking it. In this case, this was nearly a 4-pound piece of chuck roast. So I cooked it for 5 hours instead of 4.5. So it's actually extra tender right now. And let me see, the way I actually take the chuck roast out from the crock pot when I do serve myself is to try to make an even distribution of fat versus meat. So what I'll do is I'm going to, and you can tell this is not a sharp blade here, this is a dull spoon, plastic spoon for that matter, and I'm going to easily break this chuck roast. It's super tender, to a nice portion of it. And we'll just start with this piece here, and let's see, put it on this plate here. And I'm going to take some of the gravy out. I did put 1.25 cups of water this time in cooking the chuck roast. It just adds for, or makes for extra gravy, and it does actually make the roast a little bit more tender, so that definitely helps. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this crock pot for another, I think, hour or two for it to cool down before I actually take it out and store it and put it in the fridge for leftovers. So here is the chuck roast, and let me just grab my salt here, back away from my kitchen, and the great thing about the carnivore diet is that, as I mentioned before in other videos, you can have a lot more salt in the carnivore diet and still have your blood pressure be really nice. My diastolic pressure is still well under 90, even though my salt intake is quadrupled. And the reason why, just as a quick note, is that blood pressure is really largely unknown as to why it's high or low. It's called, the term that doctors use is called idiopathic, which simply means that they just don't know the cause of it. It's unknown. Well, a lot of people, I guess as science progresses, are attributing it more towards the inflammation caused by the burning of glucose. And when you are on a carnivore or keto diet, when your body's in ketosis, you don't burn glucose. And so there's a lot less inflammation in your body, including in your arteries. And so as a result, less inflammation in the arteries means a lower blood pressure. So anyway, so this is a spoon I'm eating with, by the way, and I'll see right on the counter here. And as you can see, I don't even need a fork or a knife. This kind of just easily splits. Look how easily it splits. And you can just take a nice little bite size of this. It's soaking in gravy. I put salt on it already. And just it is super tasty. It just melts in your mouth. It melts in your mouth just like it looks like it would in breaking this up. So again, just a spoon to eat with and you're good to go. So anyway, thought I would just share the experience of eating the roast after you've cooked it. Hope you enjoy, and bon appetit.